Yes, tell us how the moon isn't real. Explain to us, because I was watching it the other night. Yeah, what are you looking for?
The moon is faker than pro wrestling, okay? Because if space is nothingness, then and the only thing between Earth and the moon is space, then that means that there is nothing between the Earth and the moon. So therefore, the moon is touching the Earth if it's real. It can't
So you don't
be
believe in
real
gravity?
because we all know what?
You don't believe in gravity? Is that what you're saying?
I'm a fucking pro wrestler. Of course I believe in gravity, dude.
And your final comedian of the night goes by the name of Tyler Baggins. Here's Tyler Baggins. Cry if I want to, cry if I want to. Hey, you would cry too if it happened to you. Tyler Baggins.
Hey, so you want to know the best part and the worst part of having had 12 concussions? Well, the worst part's definitely the frequent fits of unbridled rage, but the best part is I can't even remember them. Can't trust these doctors, though. I went to one of these doctors who gave me one of these CAT scans. I don't know why he scanned my cat. I'm the one who hit my head. But he says all the bleeding's on the inside, so whatever. Anyways, what I'm here for, you ever notice how this Epstein and this Weinstein and this Frankenstein all got a common denominator? Yeah. They're all vicious sexual monsters. Well, not sexual, but you get it. A lot of these smart alecks, they'll say, actually, Frankenstein was the doctor, not the monster. Oh, really? You're telling me this doctor went around all the cemeteries around town, digging up body parts, mimicking human life, spitting in the eye of God, and you're telling me he's not a monster? Also, where'd he find a guy with a rectangle head, huh? Someone ought to scan his cat, eh, FONZ?
Hey, Tyler Baggins. Cry if I want to, cry if I want to. Hey, you would cry too if it happened to you. Ba-da-ba-dum-ba-da. Tyler, how are you, my man?
I am fantastic. How are you, Tony?
Great. Are you in Madison, Milwaukee? Where is that FONZ statue?
Oh, that's in Milwaukee. I actually, looking out my window, I can schmazel see where Laverne and Shirley made beer.
Ooh.
Is that still, that wasn't burned down?
Not yet. Hopefully within time.
Have you ever tried Pepsi milk before?
Yes.
Pepsi milk? Yeah, it tastes like a root beer float. But,
Yeah.
You know, whatever. I don't want to talk about Laverne and Shirley, though. Can we not talk about Laverne and Shirley? I brought it up. Yeah, you're right.
I was trying to connect with the Geico caveman.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
there it is.
Stop it.
That boy look like Dude Love.
There it is. Bluto's son. Remember Bluto from Popeye? Wow.
He looks
I look like I'm going to go lift weights at the beach in 1922 or something.
He looks like Portland Aquaman.
Right. That boy got a civil rights lifeguard vest on. Life. Yeah, I said it.
I love it. So you're in Milwaukee?
Yeah, I'm in Milwaukee now because, I used to live in Madison. You ever been there, Tony?
Yes.
You ever been to Madison?
Multiple times.
Okay.
Many times.
Actually,
one of the great comedy clubs in the country is there. It's got the
Comedy on State.
Comedy on State, the little corner place there. I've also performed at, I believe it's the Pabst Theater. Is that in Milwaukee or Madison?
That's in Milwaukee. That's at Turner Hall. You've been at Turner Hall too,
Been to Turner Hall. We did Kill Tony there. I've done the Pabst Theater there multiple times with other people. And I've done Madison's, what's the theater there that's amazing with the lights that go around it?
Who cares? I don't know.
Down the street from Comedy on State.
Not the State Theater. It's
The Barrymore. The Orpheum.
The Orpheum.
Either
That's
way.
what it is. It's Orpheum Theater.
Yeah, well.
No.
Yeah, the
No,
Orpheum.
is that
It's right
Orpheum?
next
Is
door
that
to
the
Comedy
big
on
one?
State.
No.
You know what? I don't want to talk about Comedy on State either because they got a soft ban on me. They won't let me.
What
let me in there.
The Majestic.
But-
The Majestic.
Ah, the Majestic. The Orpheum.
Why are you banned at Comedy on State?
I'm banned at Comedy on State because everyone thinks I'm crazy because I've had a lot of concussions and I've been on InfoWars a bunch of times. And they're all
sweet.
politically
Black
correct.
helicopters.
Yeah,
I
know.
love it.
But, yeah, Alex Jones is only crazy if you don't listen to him for 4 hours a day, dude. Like,
Right.
I don't
Yeah,
see
if you
what the
listen to
problem is. And you
anybody
guys
for
met
4
him.
hours a day, you're pretty much in. It's like what came first,
Yeah.
the chicken or the egg? I'm pretty sure you get addicted to anything you listen to it for 4 hours a day. But
yeah, and you know what? I wasn't gonna bring this up, but speaking of Comedy on State, and since the guy earlier said he was Eskimo Brothers with William,
okay.
Tony, I got news for you.
Uh-oh.
Me and you, buddy, we're Eskimo Brothers too.
Ooh, wow, that's very
Yeah.
exciting.
I got
Okay.
the dirt.
Okay, is this
No,
the setup
I
to
thought
a
it was-
joke?
No, but I just thought it was kind of weird that she told me that she fucked you right before we had sex. So.
Okay.
Who was this?
Right before?
What do you mean? Who was
Right
this?
before-
Don't name names. Don't do
She
that.
was like,
I'm not
"Come
gonna
on,
name
man.
names. I wouldn't do
Come
that.
on. Who was this? That doesn't. What a
I'm sorry.
buffoon.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. No,
But,
it's
for
fine.
the hall, we
I've
got
had
that in
sex
common,
with
too.
women before. The listeners of this show are going to be shocked to find this out. Go ahead, Jeremiah. I mean,
The
Dwayne
second nigga
Wilcox.
Dwayne Wilcox. Now, when she did tell you Tony's name, did that make you more like ready for action, or did that like tame you down a
Or
little
like
bit?
AIDS test the next morning.
Ayo.
Well, I didn't have to take a blue chew, that's for sure.
Hell yeah. Heck yeah. I like that. All right. Well, that's fun.
But I don't want to talk
Yeah.
about that.
You don't want to.
No, I don't want to talk about that.
He says he doesn't want to talk about anything, and then he's
I
like,
love
brings
that, but
it
he'll
up.
bring that up. So, how'd you get so many concussions?
Well, I guess it's just occupational hazard, I suppose, because when you've been enhancement talent for the only R-rated deathmatch independent wrestling promotion in Milwaukee for the last 12 years,
Oh.
you get a few bumps and bruises.
Absolutely. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Definitely. Steel
Yeah,
chairs
I've had
and
a
things
lot of concussions.
like steel chairs.
Yeah, steel chairs, stop signs, barbed wire baseball bats. I lit a guy on fire one time.
Wow.
You know,
Wow. Incredible. And do you still do that?
yeah, I just had a show on Friday. ICW in Milwaukee, we were the last one to run a show before coronavirus started, and we were the first one back, and we're all sick now. So.
What's like what's your like character name? What's your wrestler name?
Well, I'm the Hot Topic, Tyler Baggins, and I am DMT cult leader from another dimension, dude.
Oh, okay. What are some of the craziest conspiracy theories that you believe in that you think we would find shocking?
Well, conspiracies, I like to call them,
Right.
you know,
Of course.
just history, facts.
There's three things that you can't call
I
the
don't know.
people that are like that. You can't call conspiracy theorists. You can't call internet trolls, and you can't call hipsters. They all deny it. Well, you know, I don't think
Yeah.
that we are.
And you can't call after 10 p.m. because you'll wake up their mom.
Hey! Wow, look at this. Gage has brought up some of your wrestling.
That girl's oh, it's you.
That's a dude.
Ooh, is
That's
that,
him. That's Tyler
oh,
Baggins.
jeez.
The hot topic.
Is that
going
thumbtacks?
going
What do
under
we
the
got
ring.
going on?
That's great. Great outfit.
That boy
Oh,
built
boy.
like a trailer park wife.
Yeah.
He's in the ring like one too.
I've seen this character on MidwestFreaks.com. Okay,
but,
enough about the
seriously,
wrestling.
though,
We're on to
wrestling's-
conspiracy now.
Oh, okay. You want to talk about like how the moon isn't even real, dude? Come
Yes, tell us how the moon isn't real. Explain to us, because I was watching it the other
All right.
night. Yeah, what are you
on. The
looking
moon
for?
is faker. The moon is faker than pro wrestling, okay? Because if space is nothingness, then and the only thing between Earth and the moon is space, then that means that there is nothing between the Earth and the moon. So therefore, the moon is touching the Earth if it's real. It can't
So you don't
be
believe in
real
gravity?
because we all know the what?
You don't believe in gravity? Is that what you're saying?
I'm a fucking pro wrestler. Of course I believe in gravity, dude. I've been dumped on my head 12 dozen times.
Oh my goodness gracious.
What about 5G?
Wrestling, 5G?
Man, I wanna hear
Well,
that
okay,
5G
you want
shit.
to know about 5G?
You wait,
Okay,
please.
5G. I'm not afraid of the radio waves, right? I'm not afraid we're all going to get microwaved to death or we're going to get brain cancer. What I'm afraid of with the 5G is the Internet of Things, the connectivity, and the dependence on the global supply chain that we've seen fail time and time again throughout this coronavirus. The coronavirus proves that the Internet of Things and 5G technology and interconnectedness is not the way we need to go. We need to localize and have local internet networks that are connected with communities that we like and that we are a part of, and not some big global conglomerate freaking thing.
Kind of like that.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So what do you mean the moon's touching the Earth? You mean like
If there's
like Truman Show
if there's
style?
only empty space, I mean, I think it's like it's right there, like it's a light in the sky. That's what it says in here, dude. See this right here? That's what it says in there, dude. It's a lesser light, dude. It's one of the luminaries in the sky. Don't you believe in astrology, dude?
Wow. Man, you're an entertaining guy. I like your style. Tyler, how old are you?
You know what? I'm 30 years old.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. Looking good. Looking good. You don't look a day over
But
53.
I just want to say, yeah, 53. Shut up.
No, that's awesome. What else? I'm interested in this. Give me one more good theory of yours. The moon is a light in the sky, according to the Bible. I remember reading that. I believe it was Corinthians 14:27 that said the moon is a light in the sky.
Was it Jeremiah?
Yeah,
I'm looking at you. Corinthians?
You're quoting a Thin Lizzy lyric right now.
You have any other good things that we might find a little bit outside of the mainstream information?
Oh, I'm trying to think of one that won't get me put on a list. Let me think.
Yeah, don't get our YouTube flagged. That reminds me, while he's thinking, everybody subscribe.
I got one for you. This is my all-time favorite conspiracy right here, okay?
Yes.
Indigo is not a color, okay? I don't care what you say. Indigo is not a color. It was put there by Isaac Newton because he was the one who refracted light through a prism, and he's the one who split up the light spectrum into 7 different colors. Even though indigo only takes up 40 nanometers of the light spectrum, all the other colors take up more. Isaac Newton happened to hold stock in the East India Trade Company, which took indigo dye and shipped it all over the place. So he put indigo in the color spectrum as a branding tool to sell indigo dye all around the world. And indigo is not a color. I'll prove it to you right now. Can you describe the color indigo for me, Tony?
Yeah, it's like violet, but it's also sort of just a light blue. It's light blue and dark violet, sort of, right?
And it
All
was
right.
first known use of indigo as a color was in 1289. So it kind of dates your conspiracy there.
No, indigo is the name of the plant. Indigo is the name of the plant. And it had a purplish color, so they decided to brand it as a color and put that hue of violet into there. Okay, I'm going to prove it. Okay, now you describe the color indigo. Why don't you describe the color yellow?
Okay, yellow is, I would say that yellow...
Just fucking yellow. It's just fucking yellow. You can't describe it with other colors. That's how you know indigo's not a color.
I don't even know what the fuck you said.
Well, I mean, I could say that it's like an extremely light
It's like a violet
orange.
blue.
It's light
It's a
orange.
what?
Light orange.
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard, Tony.
I don't think
Light
that's the
orange
dumbest
is
shit
totally different than
you've
yellow.
ever heard.
Describe the color black.
Yeah, describe the color black. David
Careful.
Lucas wants to hear you describe the color black.
Yeah, what does it sound like?
Do I have your attention?
Shit, man, I don't know.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
And this is why people don't like the
No.
Oh no. What did I do?
Uh-oh.
Black Lives Matter.
Oh shit. You have our attention. Now
This
you
motherfucker
have.
asked us to describe a primary color. Yellow. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life.
I love it. I like this
Exactly. It's not even in a box of crayons, dude, unless you get 64.
So it is.
guy.
Look,
Tyler,
hey,
you're a
just 'cause
funny
your
guy,
parents
dude.
bought you the big crayon box doesn't mean I gotta believe in it.
You know what I'm going to do? Since I like you so much, I find you so entertaining, and I think that you'll make the best of it. I'm actually friends with the family that owns Comedy on State, and I'm going to put in a good word for you when things open back
Oh
up.
boy,
You think those bridges
that'd be
are
great.
You think those bridges are unburnable?
I usually use a nuclear device to blow up my bridges, so I hope so.
Im-
But I'm open.
Hopefully I don't burn my bridges with him by vouching for you. But I'm gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna say Tyler Baggins is healthier than he was before. He's had some brain injuries and he respects the place, right? You respect.
Yeah, of course I respect the place.
There you go. Then that's
They're
what
the
I'll
best
do.
venue in town. It's the best open mic. It's the best open mic in the country. 300 people every week. It's a great
Well,
place.
it's just a
and
perfectly
I'm
built
just sour
comedy
'cause
club
I'm
is
an
what it
idiot.
is. Their comedy stage is in the corner facing outward instead of the middle. So instead of having to turn 180 degrees each time to see, or 40, what would that be? For 90 degrees each time to see the people, and have 180s behind you sometimes, you can't fuck it up because you're in the corner. It's how most comedy clubs should be built. The Improv in West Palm Beach Improv is in the corner. One of the few comedy
Hilarities.
clubs with a corner stage. Hilarities in Cleveland. Very good. All right, Tyler Baggins, thank you so much. Very, very entertaining, ladies and gentlemen. That's our show.
Thank you guys.
Catch him on YouTube, youtube.com/Tyler Baggins. And that is tonight's episode. Don't forget.